Today, we're going to look at how to define your winning products with AI. If you haven't seen my previous video, we walked through how to find gaps in the marketplace and how to use the 1% formula to find winning products. And I'm so happy to say we actually found a winning product that we're gonna walk through today. It's gonna be amazing. I love it. I love it so much. So here's what we're gonna do. If you haven't seen my previous video on how to find winning products, please go and watch that. It's on my YouTube channel, and then it's also in other places as well on social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find it. It's already there. Right? I am not gatekeeping. I'm not gatekeeping at all. This is free information that I want you to have. However, if you are like, I'm so confused, I don't know what to do, I need help, book a strategy meeting with me, and then we can go through and find your winning ideas and bring them to life. The link is in the description and it won't cost you a cent. It's just going to cost you maybe 30 minutes. Okay. So let's go into this and let's go and find out how we can define our winning and profitable idea using AI this time. Right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at defining our app features or our product with AI. So last time, I'm going to do a quick recap. Last time, we went through and did research on what people think about painting, right? What are the common problems that people have? So I said, hey, I want to make a painting calculator, basically a calculator that will say this is how much paint you need, this is why you're going to need it, and this is how much you're going to basically put it together, right? So I then went on Perplexity and I put in this really quick prompts here, and I said, hey, go on Reddit, find what people are saying about painting their houses and what problems they're having, right? And then after that, I want you to suggest the problems that I'm going to be solving. Get it? Problems. We're solving a big problem here. And Perplexity went and researched. If you don't know what Perplexity is, it's basically Google, but on steroids. Basically, it can basically go into Reddit, find things around, define it for you, and make it really nicely done there, and give you a really good summary. So you can see here it went through 32 steps. There's a whole bunch of sources, and it came back with here's the paint calculator demand analysis, and there's insights from Reddit, and here are the challenges that people are having. Here's what they're saying. Here are the common pain point estimations. Here's basically the problems that people are having with painting their houses, finding paint, right? Not being able to find what they're needing, whether they want to do it themselves or hire a professional, right? So Perplexity.ai, if you haven't signed up before, I highly recommend you do that. Go there and sign up and basically stop playing around with it. Perplexity will basically help you narrow down and make your research much faster. All right. So here we go. We got cost estimation, like everything is in here. Everything. And my favorite part is that Perplexity gave us a conclusion. It gave us a conclusion in saying that the ideal paint calculator would require five things. It require minimum measurements while providing reliable estimates. Okay, so that's good. So basically, if I'm gonna build a product that's around to how to calculate your paint needs or how much paint you're going to need, you need to actually get reliable measurements. So that's one. Number two, we need to figure out the account variables like paint quality, surface condition, and color changes. Right? Most people are going to be like, this is too much to handle. AI can't do that. I'm going to need a professional come to my house and look at that. But guess what? AI can actually do this. It's insane how much information that AI has, and I'm going to walk you through this. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I create this app. And once I'm done with the app, you'll basically be able to go and actually follow the same steps. And after you follow the same steps, you will then be able to actually do the same thing in your niche. Right. The third thing that it came up with is offer guidance on proper preparation techniques. Very, very handy. If you're a one time or a beginner painter, you're going to need a lot of, you know, proper preparations and proper guidance. Right? Provide cost estimation alongside quantity calculations, help with related decisions like paint type selecting and colors and mixing and all that good jazz. This is really good. This is really good. I'm gonna take this conclusion and I'm basically going to turn this into a viable product that I can then turn around and probably even sell. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna structure the idea and outline and refine my app. And I'm basically going to say, here's the problem solving, here's what I want, right? And I will basically want to make sure that I speed up the planning process and avoid oversights, right? And I'm also going to focus on value. I'm not going to be like, oh, I need to make this app big. I need to make this app massive. I need to do whatever, whatever, right? I need to basically focus on key features, make it simple but impactful. If I came to your house and I'm like, hey, I see you just moved into a new house. Would you like to check out this calculator? That's probably going to save you hundreds of dollars by you just putting in some measurements, and then the calculator is going to let you know how much paint you're going to need. Would that be valuable, right? Even if you want a professional to come in and do it for you, you can then go to the professional and be like, hey, this is how much I'm going to need. This is how much time it should take you. This is how much paint I have, and this is this is what I'm looking at just from the calculator. The professional is going to be like, you just did my job. So this thing is going to be much faster, much faster. This is just an example, obviously, right? And then the next thing we need to do is define the features and the flow of development, right? Simple description, feature listing, map user flow, and then refine and iterate the idea, right? So I copied the conclusion um, from Perplexity. I'm gonna go to DeepSeek, and then I'm also going to go on ChatGPT, and then I'm gonna see what the difference is, right? So I'm gonna say I want to create a paint calculator app, and this based on this research, right? Based on this research, right? So this is the research from all the way from from Perplexity, right? And I'm gonna say I want you to give me an idea of the must-have features and the nice to have features, right? So because I want to go on the market and be like, okay, boom, this is what I want, boom, let's get going, so that I can then turn around tomorrow and sell this thing for probably thousands of dollars, which I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna do that, honestly. So let's look at this here. Nice to have features. What else can I put in here? The next thing you need to know is basically we got the description, we got the feature listing, and then we're gonna map the user flow. And then I'm gonna say map the user flow so that I know exactly how that will look like. All right. What else do I need here? Right, and that's about it. Right. Once I do that, I am gonna define. I've already identified the app, the features, the user flow. Now I'm gonna identify the gaps and improve based on feedback. Right. So this is something I'm gonna do after I've done that. So I'm going to go and copy this whole thing, and I'm going to basically send it to ChatGPT as well. Right. and we'll see what both apps do. So I'm using 4.0 right here, and then I'm also using DeepSeek. DeepSeek is basically this whole new application, AI application that just came out, and it's basically really, really good. You don't have to pay for it; it's actually free. It's actually free. I pay for ChatGPT $20 a month right now, and for some reason you get a whole bunch of other features as well. But DeepSeek can do basically the same thing. However, very easy, very free, and it looks like it's actually even fast. So I'm gonna take a look and see what the difference is here. But before I do that, here again, here's the estimation. Here's how we're gonna keep this simple. First of all, if you watch my previous video, the whole goal of this thing is to get 1%. I am pretty sure somebody else is doing this. Somebody else also has a paint calculator. Somebody else has a big company based on charging people a lot of money just to estimate, just to estimate how much paint you're gonna need and what you're gonna need. So I'm basically gonna take the 1% of these people and say, hey, you're probably making $10 million. I just want to make 1% of that. I just want to make 100K. If I can make 100K from this simple application, my job is done. My job is done. That's your job, right? I can then take that money. I can either sell the app, or I can keep running with it. Who cares, right? Whatever you want to do. But for me, in this situation, I'm probably going to build it, sell it, move on to the next thing. And the next thing is going to be way better because it's going to have a lot more, right? A lot more, money backed into it. And right now, you can do this without any dollars. You can do this without any money right now, right? All you're gonna need to do is basically, actually, I don't even think you're gonna need to buy anything at this point. DeepSeek is free. The tools I'm gonna be using to develop the apps are practically free. Might need like $20 or something like that. But other than that, everything is free. It's just your time. Your time is what's going to cost you a lot more. And again, that's why we're keeping it simple. Make it go, make it go public, and then see how we can solve it. So by keeping it simple, we're going to avoid feature bloating. Okay, too many features, they slow down development. You don't want to have too many features. Solve one problem well, and the one problem solving is paint calculator. See how much paint you're gonna need. All right, so let's see. Must have features. Room measurement, input, walls, ceiling, number of doors and windows, multiple rooms, paint coverage calculator, right? Calculate paint needed based on the square footage, option to specify number of coats. Ooh, that's a good one. This is what ChatGPT is basically saying. There's also, you're gonna also need paint quality and surface condition adjustment, smooth, rough, or textured walls, new drywalls. Again, you can see it actually did a really, really good job on defining the apps, right? So now these are the nice to have features. We can add an AR camera room scanning. We can have paint type and finish guides. We can add color mixing and selections, shopping list generator. You're gonna need a paint plus other tools, brushes, rollers, right? These are nice to have. You don't really have to have these things, right? Preparation checklist, profile, integration with retailers. Really cool, right? ChatGPT did a solid job. Now, let's see here. Let's see what DeepSeek came up with. DeepSeek is saying, oh, these are the must haves: core calculation, room dimensions, automatic subtractions of windows and doors, adjustments for number of coats, paint quality, surface porosity, color changes, cost estimation, price per gallon, input. Oh, I like this. I don't think the ChatGPT included that. So that's something. Total cost breakdown by paint quality tier, preparation guidance, paint type recommendation, basic visuals. All right, those are the nice to haves. That's what basically DeepSeek is recommending. The must haves or the nice to haves are AR. Ooh, they agree on that. So AR is good. Use your phone camera to scan the rooms. That's really good idea that I can then add on later on in the future. There's color mixing calculations, uh, estimate leftover paint, reuse. Oof, that's gonna be a really strong feature to have. Supply integration, local store prices, buy now links from Home Depot. That's a really good thing to have as well. Project history and sync, community Q&A, right? Uh, User flow. Here's something that I did not get from ChatGPT. Oh, actually, no, I did get it. I just didn't scroll enough. So here we go. Start your paint estimation. All right. Option to view save projects or explore paint. So you get the home screen, you get the project setup, you get the room details, you get the paint quality and type, results on the screen, optional, account creation, and also obviously paint tips. Really good, really good, really good, ChatGPT. I like that. DeepSeek, on the other hand, was like, hey, here's the user flow. You got an onboarding, quick tutorial, input phase. You got to choose a room shape, enter dimensions, subtract windows, variables, results screen, how many gallons per liter required, cost estimate with sliders for different brands. Oh, I don't think we got that. I don't think we got that with ChatGPT. What happened? Right? So we get the enter project name, choose number of rooms to calculate for each room, enter length, width, height, choose if ceiling, right? Add number, select wall, select color, transitions, quality, select paint type, optional. Yeah, it doesn't look like input cost per gallon. So this guy didn't get the gist of it. It looks like he wants me to actually add in input cost per gallon. So the result screen is going to give me total area to be painted, gallons of paint required, estimated cost, optional tool list with prices, obviously, tips for surface preparation. This is actually really good. And then there's a save, edit, and then start a new project. Super simple, super straightforward. Same thing here. Got the checklist, got the cost, got the liters, and then we also got the post calculations, which you save or you share results. I like that. ChatGPT didn't give me any sharing features, which is very interesting. Navigate to paint type recommendation, prep tutorial videos, or local store finder. Love it. Edge cases could be regular ceilings. So you can see, like, as I go through this, there are a few minimal differences, and it's going to be up to me to go back again and iterate, right? I'm solving one problem, which is here's how much paint you're going to need. And then I'm getting the users to basically go back and say, hey, this is how much paint I'm going to need. And then we're basically going to start the project. Let me know if this goes well. Let me know if this is making sense, if this is actually valuable. And then we're basically going to build it. Next video, we're going to build this full-on app together. Together. Within minutes, we're going to build a paint calculator app. Right? Now, the last thing you need to do is generate an MVP features. So we're going to go in there. I'm going to say define the app type, ask for essentials, which we've already done. We're going to request for simplification. How can I simplify launch faster? Create the MVP roadmap. Pretty straightforward, right? We've already kind of done that, right? So once we've done that, we're then going to prioritize. These are must-have features. These are nice-to-have features. And we already done that as well, right? Things like nice to have, like experience, dark mode, integrations, all that good jazz. We're gonna skip that part for now. We're gonna skip it. We're just gonna go to the must-haves. Make sure that we test this thing and see if it's see if it's valuable, right? We're going to test and see if people are actually gonna want to use this calculator, right? Action steps. We generated the feature list, we categorized the features from the must have, nice haves, and we also refined the user flow, right? And we're also going to document everything. I hope this makes sense, and I hope you got value from this. If you have, that's great. I want you to go build something. Go build something, all right? No gatekeeping, no holding back. Watch the video series here and go build something, guys. Do not watch TikTok too much and YouTube. I know you're on YouTube already, but don't go on social media and watch too many things. I want you to actually spend at least an hour, 2 hours every single day building something and then sell it. That's what I'm doing. If you need help, book a strategy call with me. I'll be able to help you and I'll be able to walk you through this whole process basically. All right. So, in recap, we have done the research, we have defined an app idea, we basically have defined the MVP, and then next video, we are going to basically build the app. We're going to build the app. And if you will see, it's actually not going to take that long. It's actually not going to take that long to develop the app. Anybody can do this with AI nowadays. All right. All right. See you in the next video.